I'm the fourth generation. Great-grandfather ran it, grandfather, my dad and uncle, and I purchased it back in 1985 from my parents. It opened up January 4th of 1880 as Northside Woolen Mill because it was on the north side of the river, and the North Power Canal also powered the carding machines. Kelly Brothers ran it for a while, Spearings and Olson's, and great-grandfather, who was a boss spinner at Appleton Woolen Mill right behind us, he purchased it back then, and it has been in the Courtney family ever since. People are amazed at this day and age, still running the business since 1880, and if you look across the river, is where great-grandfather worked at Appleton Woolen Mill. And 114 years ago, this came up for sale, and he bought it, and as they say, the rest is history. Some farmers like their old farm tractors. I like our old carding machines yet. They run fine yet. So traditionally, I mean, you can buy new carding machines that actually look somewhat almost like our carding machines, do the same purpose, but as long as it's not broke, why fix it? The carding machines, Davis & Ferber carding machines, 48-inch Davis & Ferbers, and they still, knock on wood, run fine yet, start up right every morning. Hardly any maintenance on them, being 138 years old. A lot of customers will come in and look at the mill, and one customer was in about 6 months ago, and they were down at the Paper Discovery Museum, and they thought that was, kind of cool, Paper Discovery Museum, but when they stepped in here, they said, oh, this is a working museum. So they really enjoyed, looking at the old carding machines, carding just like we did back in the 1880s. I'm sure old JB thoroughly amazed yet that after 100+ years, when he bought the mill in 1904, that it's still running and still looks pretty much the same as it did back then in the day. Same carding machines outside of being driven by a water wheel and a water turbine converted over to electricity in the mid-20s, they're still running the same yet.
I'm looking for...
Grandpa was very passionate about customers and just enjoyed every customer coming in, which I do also. Seems like it's in your blood like anything else. I said, coming to work, it doesn't even seem like you're coming to work at some times. Just enjoy what I'm doing something different every day. It just feels great to keep it in the family that long and continually operating again since 1880, continually operating the same family since 1904. Great-grandfather, as I said, was passionate about the wool business. Back in the day, there were actually more sheep in Wisconsin than cows. So, I mean, it'd be nice if somebody would take the mill over and continually running it, but you never know what the future brings. Grandpa actually was down here, and actually he passed away when he was, I believe, 85 or 6 years old, but he actually worked on the books 3 months before he passed away. And the same thing with my dad. Dad was down here probably a month before he passed away, helping out in the office, so I'd probably be down here at least another 10 years.